Hey, here we go. I was upset about his contract, huh? Yep, we'll get him a new contract when Javi gets better. Cause he's on the 10-day injured list. Being hurt last game. Took a ball to the head. Alright, let's see. So now we are at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, game 8. Let's look at game 8. Let's look at their organization's game. Yes. Play the full game. We're at Millard Park. Alright, and today we will have boy, pitchers are tired right now. Let's go with you. And knowing that Javi Baez is out, we got Addison Russell at shortstop. Let's see if we can put give Schwarber a rest. Let's see what was coming. She's doing pretty good. Yeah, we'll give Schwarber a rest. He seems the most tired. Let's see how well this goes.
Saturday Night Baseball here on MLB Network as we are live at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink, has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all four of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Let's go Ben Zobrist. Nice line drive down the center. Wow.
With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. In his career against this starting pitcher, he's got a batting average of over 350. That's not ridiculous, but it does mean he's had some really good at-bats against him in the past. So we'll see if he continues to see the ball well against this pitcher in this one.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's got 2 hits in 22 tries. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Perez from shallow right, and they're on 2 away now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Swing and a miss, and
I should have gone to the top. Nice strike though.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. A 0 for the Cubs to start the game. The Brewers coming to bat next. You're watching MLB Network. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Now at the plate, Hernan Perez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Castellanos is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Into the box, number 18. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200. So he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. Got him.
Darvish, nice.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him. So that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Swung so hard the bat went right through his forearm.
In is Christian Yelich as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-1. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 for Christian Yelich.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Strike 3 call as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired.
Nice job, Darvish.
We are still scoreless. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He went deep in the contest last night. First offering on its way. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Just goes to show if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
First pitch on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
At the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Contreras, the runner at second with 1 away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. 0-1 the count. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to Austin, takes care of him, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He has a 3 for 12 line. He also has 1 home run. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Moustakas is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Three and oh now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
When that thing goes whistling into the stand, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Nobody out, runner on first. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That will look like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Grounded back up the middle. Toward second, Zobrist is there. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ryan Braun. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Two balls and a strike to Braun. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. Number 2 would be next. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. At the plate, Yu Darvish. As we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Yu Darvish.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Addison Russell. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Off speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, a little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And that's the second out.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In there, strike 2.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw, nothing in time as he's able to leg it out.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Into the box, Jason Hayward, as he grounds one briskly to short, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping into the box, number 2. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game.
Center fielder, number 2.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back to back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Count remains at 0-2. The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Tyler Austin now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Russell backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Now at the plate, Zach Davies. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
This is on the ground over to first, and that's through for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Wilson Contreras, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So 1 away here in the Chicago 4th. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Contreras stands at first with 1 out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. The next 0-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And he'll dive back in. A little low, it's 2-2.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
2-2, here it is. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Braun to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And we see a 5-mile-an-hour separation between these two starters from 96 down to 91 as the top two speeds. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hernan Perez. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. He's set and the pitch.
Nope.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Hayward coming on, but this will land untouched. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now. Just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Striding in once again, number 18 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Christian Yelich. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0. is in off the plate.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
The 2-1 home. Count even at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. In tight, awfully tight, 2-0 now.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
3-0 to him now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Leading off for the Cubs.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Fielder, Albert Almora.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Well, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And the shortstop Addison Russell will bat next. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Now the 0-1. Line hard. Foul. Darvish leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
But there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Cubs strand 1. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Hey, welcome to the stream, bud.
And he'll try to get him to
Unfortunately,
chase
I
the
don't know
fastball
what
there, but he
it
lays
is that
off
means.
1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Ready with the 2-2. Fouled off. Lined hard toward right center. Castellanos moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Here's Ryan Braun now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air into shallow left center. Under it is Russell, and there are two away now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, number 2, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The set and the 1-0 pitch.
2 balls.
Not close. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Darvish pauses. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much.
Well, he's waiting on the breaking ball there and sends it to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
In now, Tyler Austin, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Ready once again, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Jason Hayward.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. As it's grounded sharply to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The pitcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. First pitch on its way. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, after that terrible swing, you find yourself down 0-2. Step out, deep breath. Adjust the batting gloves, flip a coin, and go all in on something.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Great pitch right there on 0-2. Purpose pitch, right? Running that ball in off the plate. Now that opens up that whole strike zone, and you're not quite as comfortable as a hitter.
Hit hard to third. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Left side, but well foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Contreras, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runners off for second. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Braun is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Davies. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
A little over-anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Grounded to third. Backhanded. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Hernan Perez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Boy, that double was an absolute missile.
Yeah, Matt, you can't fault the outfielder too much either. The line drive was hit right at him, and I think it took a minute to gauge where it was going. So I think he misjudged it a bit. The end result, the ball gets down, and the hitter is standing at second base with a solid double.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. David Phelps will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 37, David Phelps.
Standing in now, number 18, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
A ball and a strike. Phelps has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Runner at first here, one man out. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Next for Milwaukee, Mike Moustakas. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 2-0 is in there for strike one. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, a good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Heading out towards shallow right. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. Digging in once again, Albert Almora. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. A ball and no strikes. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Hit sharply on the ground. To his left, Perez. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, David Phelps. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down. At the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
0-1 pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. His past batting line against David Phelps. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Grandal gets his lead at first, nobody out. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Nope.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now at the plate, number 2. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. He might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the big bat of right-handed hitting Tyler Austin. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2. So here now is the pitcher, Zach Davies. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos moves over. Oh, no, he missed it. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game. Runner at second now as a result of the error. And stepping up as the shortstop, Hernan Perez. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ball 2 now.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
I got 3-1.
Number 18 would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Leading off the inning, Addison Russell, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Popped up. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2. In now, Jason Hayward. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Perez takes it in. And Austin takes care of him, and the inning is over. Down. Now at the plate, number 18. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
The second baseman, number 18.
Pedro Strop is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Into the box now, Christian Yelich. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's a .333 hitter. And he lays off there 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Almora is there, 2 gone. So 2 gone now in the Brewers' half of the 8th. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Hayward coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Ready for another chance? Chris Bryant. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get me wrong.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Wilson Contreras. He singled his last time up. Hit softly down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one. Bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Bouncer to the left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Albert Almora stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
And tonight tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Brewers rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Zach Davies earns the win, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Brewers, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.